Fox 13's Kimberly Quizon is following developments for us and joining us live now from Northport. Hello, Kim.
Hi, Kelly. Well, I want to show you the memorial out here. You can see how many people here in Northport have Gabby first in their hearts. The memorial here continues to grow as people continue to visit and add items to this display. As the search at the Carlton Reserve scales back, investigators are working to find Brian Laundrie and answer questions so many want.
We've seen from the beginning this is a very difficult case.
A difficult case that has yet to be solved. Investigators say Gabby Petito died as a result of a homicide, but how that happened is still being determined.
It's because of time lapse. It's a difficult case because of geography. It's a difficult case because of locations and multiple crime scenes.
Peter Massey is the program coordinator for the Forensic Study and Justice Program at USF St. Petersburg. He says making that determination could take time.
Unless we can find some sort of telltale markings on her body, it may be difficult to determine that cause of death.
Brian Laundrie, her fiance, remains missing, with an arrest warrant waiting for him for bank fraud. Sunday afternoon, FBI agents were back at Laundrie's home in Northport, collecting items that belong to him for DNA matching. Massey says it's a tool that will help locate Laundrie, but not necessarily aid the homicide investigation.
Should they find remains, they're going to need to find something that they can use to compare it with. On the other hand, DNA is not going to benefit us in an investigation because we know that Brian lived in that house. Gabby was in that house. Brian and Gabby were in the van together.
As investigators continue to work, Massey says there's two items, pieces that we've known since the beginning, needed to solve the case.
How Gabby died, and then we need to obviously locate, if we can, Brian.
And Kelly, I want to read you a statement that the Laundrie family attorney just texted me as we were in our story. He says Chris and Roberta Laundrie do not know where Brian is. They are concerned about Brian and hope the FBI can locate him. He says the speculation by the public and some in the press that the parents assisted Brian in leaving the family home or in avoiding arrest on a warrant that has been issued after Brian had already gone missing for several days is just wrong. Again, the FBI has now become the lead investigative agency in determining the cause of Gabby Petito's homicide and also in finding Brian Laundrie. Once again, the family attorney saying right there that Chris and Roberta Laundrie do not know where he is and they are concerned for him. Kelly, Mark, back to you.
And that's the first time we've heard them speak about this because a lot of people speculating why they weren't helping look for their son when they thought he was in the Carlton Reserve. So more to come on that. I'm sure you're going to have more about that later, Kim. Thank you.
So speaking of that reserve, if anybody knows the area where crews have been searching for Brian Laundrie, it is cattle rancher Alan McEwen. Now, he says he spent nearly every day the last 30 years navigating the woods around the Carlton Preserve, where Laundrie was supposedly heading for a hike on September 17th. McEwen has been helping police in the search, and he took our Fox Digital crew out on a tour of the preserve, and as you can see, much of it is underwater. McEwen says he doubts a YouTuber like Laundrie would survive more than a couple days in this swamp-like area.
There's no surviving out here. I don't know how to say. I ride ranches. I'm out on horses all day with the dogs when we're working cattle. We've got water to us in our saddlebags and all, but we're out here, out there riding for 12, 13 hours a day, starting at daylight. Time we get in at night, I don't see anybody can make it out here for 10 days, 5 days. There's no water supply, there's no fresh springs, there's no stores available, you know, unless you go 12 miles either direction. There's just no possible way.
12 miles either direction. That gives you a better idea. The Carlton Reserve's obviously also home to alligators with all that water, panthers, black bears, wild boar, and many lethal snakes.